They fit? Oh, they look fucking sick.
Man. Uncle Rocco. No, they fit.
No, they do not fit at all.
Not that low. Not gonna be that low. Told you the other day, if you're gonna get anything done, you've got video evidence. Don't if you go, nah mate, like the guy that where Rob went, Rob goes, I want to shop it for that tyre, and the guy goes, nah you won't, what are you gonna do with it? He's not gonna drive it on the street.
That's
it's
tight.
a street car. He goes, it's a street car. Oh, we'll just do it for a 235. Talked him out of it. When you go there, when you go in.
Now, unfortunately for me, those are not my wheels. They were my Uncle Rocco's. He came over to do some measurements in my tubs, as those wheels he's doing on his VN. So it was a lot easier to do the measurements on my car while it's got no rear end in it. Speaking of the rear end, here is everything ready to go. So every part has been cleaned, edge primed, repainted, you know, springs cleaned, painted the diff today. And that's where I'm up to. So I'm about to try and slot this back in by myself, unfortunately. See how we go. Now, one thing I do want to check before putting this diff back in is to make sure that these are actually 3 9 gears that are in this thing. So what that means is this should spin 3.9 times to this spinning 1 full rotation. So all you got to do is exactly that. Spin that side 3.9 times and hopefully this mark should meet back up. So let's count them. One, two, three, about 3.9-ish there. There you go, spot on. So I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to put these upper arms in first, which I really should have done before sliding the diff under the car, but oh well. Now, a few people have mentioned that I should be doing new shocks while all this is out. Now, I have been looking into rear shocks, but the reason I'm not doing them right now is because I don't want to do too many things at once, because then you don't know what makes your car go faster and is actually working and not hindering it. So I'd rather do a few things, go back to the track. Do a few more things, go back to the track. Not a million things at once, thinking it's done the world of good. So the next things that I do to this car will most likely be rear shocks and upper arms. These ones here to get the pinion angle where it needs to be for the most traction. So after I head back to the track with these gears and the Mickey Thompsons and see how much better it is, I'll then go back and do shocks and the upper arms. The brakes are good clean before you put this all back together. And as you can see, the red calipers are no more, thank God. It really helps if you put the panhard rod in the right way around, instead of upside down. Look at that, when it's the right way around, it fits straight away. Now, I wish I took photos of how the spring went back on for this handbrake cable, because fuck if I remember how it goes. I think from here to here. We'll figure it out. Alright, last thing to go back in is the sway bar. So grease up the D bushes. And back in they go. Last but not least, fill her up with some oil. Alright, we are officially done in here. Everything back together, everything tightened, diff full of oil, no more red calipers, everything painted nice, the floor, fuel filter. I also forgot to mention, I got these. So, I got a pair of 235/60 ET Streets, just on 15x6s. So coupled with the 3.9 diff gears, I'm hoping it gets this thing down to a low 12. Anyway, I'm going to leave it up, start it, run the diff for a little bit, make sure there's no noises or anything like that, and then take it for first drive with 3.9s and see if there's a big difference or not. Alright, here we go, moment of truth. Does the diff work, or does it clunk its head off? Let's find out. Look at how loud this car was. Just pumping the brakes up. Bad the calipers off. I can't hear any shitty clunky noises. If you're wondering why I'm climbing out the passenger side, where I work on this car out the back, you have to put it to one side so you can still get past. And because I was doing the diff, I did the rear facing this way so I could get the diff out and take it. So you have to climb in the other side, as you can see, impossible. Anyway, so I'm now going to put it down and we'll take it for first drive. Alright guys, first drive with 3.9s. Oh. There you go, that shows you what this car does. It needs a tune so bad. No noise so far, so that's good. One thing I really want to stay true to with these videos is not to... we got diff one. We'll get to that. One thing I want to stay true to with these videos is not to cut anything out. So if I do something wrong, take the car for a drive and something breaks or falls off because I've forgotten to do something, I'll never cut that out of a video. I'll always put it in. So everything that you see is what happens. Alright, so when you let off the accelerator, deceleration, we have a bit of diff whine. I can't really blame the diff place for that because I supplied these gears, so who knows what condition there is, and he did warn me about that. He said he can warranty his work, but he can't warranty the parts that I provided, which is fair enough for obvious reasons. Alright. Definitely pulls a lot harder than it did before. amazing what difference a set of diff gears makes. That's crazy. Of course it's not going to show in the videos how, you're not going to be able to tell how it was before and how it is now. Can't believe it's got diff 1. God damn it. Oh, I cannot wait to take this to the drags again. Might head out onto the freeway now and see what difference it made to what it sits at 100 on the freeway revs wise. So I'm here at Uncle Rocco's house. If you remember these wheels from the start of the video. Your Uncle Rocco. Uncle Rocco. They're going on this van. Fucking shitbox. Yeah, need some WB or something. I couldn't get copyrighted for that song on the radio. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, give him a squeeze. With a spare wheel, mate.
Whoa! You're fucking crazy.
Nothing to see here, man.
Alright, so now on the freeway. The speedo's out, so I don't know if I'm doing 100. I'm just matching the other cars. Before in Top Gear, it used to sit at about 1100, which was shit house. It sits at between 1750 and 1800 at 100 k's, or what I think is 100 k's anyway. I don't know if you can hear the whine. I'm so shattered that it's got diff 1. And it's got a slight vibration as well at like this speed. It's definitely a shitload better to drive with these gears. It's not as lazy. Definitely gets out of the hole better. Wheel spins through second gear now. Still, this auto is doing weird things where it shifts into top gear at like 30 k's an hour and just dies in the ass at like 600 RPM. It's very weird. Really needs a tune. So as I said, I'm hoping there'll be a drag day coming up soon so I can run it like this. And then next thing will be shocks and those upper trailing arms, control arms, whatever you want to call them. And go from there. Anyway, so conclusion is 3.9's very good, diff 1 very bad. But anyway, see you guys next week.